In conjunction with Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven, it is the Eric and Mike podcast, and today from Uncle Nick's Italian Deli,
Woohoo!
located here at 6955 Old Road 37 in Lakeland.
Old Road 37.
Old, yeah.
Remember that?
Do not get on the new.
Yeah, the new 37 that we're all so used to traveling every day.
Yes, it's the old one.
The old 37, Old Road 37.
Right,
yeah.
the one with the potholes. But hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you?
Good. We're all sitting out here on the porch. It is a warm, sunny day. Supposedly going to be not record, but above average heat today. So, great day to be outside.
And there's already a tropical depression, I believe, that's formed just off the coast of Mexico.
I just saw this morning that one got upgraded to a Category 1 already.
Okay.
Yeah,
is that Barbara?
Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, so it's going to be a wonderful hurricane season.
Sure, yeah.
Here in the fine state of Florida.
Well, we did have the, by the way, that is on the west coast of Mexico, so don't freak out that we've got something out there in the Gulf of Mexico that's on the other side, but they expect there to kind of spin out and go into nothing.
Oh, good.
But we did have a large dust storm in Africa.
Yeah, has your nose been dry?
Yeah, oh yeah, and the car's been dusty and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, so we've had that affect us, and then of course we've had the goings-ons in California.
Oh yeah, the big protests.
Yeah,
I don't know much about it. I know there were some ICE raids,
right?
And then of course LA has got a large Hispanic population, so I'm sure they didn't like that too much.
Right.
So some riots, some protests broke out that turned into riots rather. And got pretty heavy. I just saw a couple of video clips this morning on social media, with like cars on fire, and people throwing rocks and bricks through buildings and windows and everything else.
It takes me back to when the Rodney King videos came out and all the riots that were going on there.
I had a friend who posted something about it, and I said, "Well, it's not America if there's not riots on the streets of L.A." I mean, come on. The famous Tupac lyric.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Riots on the streets of L.A. Or no, that's not Tupac. Who was that did that? Sublime. Riots on the streets of L.A. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay.
But I did want to bring up this funny story that I heard about it. Did you hear about the nude protester at the riots?
No, I sure did not.
There's
I would have been on top of that one if I had.
There's just some random woman who decided, it's a woman, and she decided that she wanted to just be nudie, and she's just out in the middle of the road, and she's got two signs. And let me see if I can read them real quick, because I found this on X, otherwise known as Twitter.
Sure.
One sign says, "I am God," and the other one says, "Let's do ayahuasca."
Okay.
But here she is, in all her glory. Did you see it? Before,
I got
it panned over.
Got a quick little glimpse there. Hi, how you doing? Yeah.
I mean, she's not bad to look at.
I've dated worse,
but at the same time, what's the nudity have to do with anything?
Grabbing attention,
I guess. But to say I am God and let's do ayahuasca, it doesn't have anything to do with what the protests are. I think she just wanted to be naked.
If you remove the third and the fourth letters of each word, I don't know. I don't know. Holy cow!
I feel like she missed the point of the protest. I'm just maybe by a little bit.
Maybe the memo was wrong. The dates are wrong.
We're all gonna meet on the streets of L.A. and do ayahuasca on this day. Oh, Susan, you're a little early. That was next week. Yeah.
You didn't make it to that meeting, did you, there, Sue? Holy cow!
We had to postpone the ayahuasca nude meeting. It was going to be postponed.
The protests that were
going on. Yeah.
Right.
Just so weird.
Kids. But we are doing the podcast here from Uncle Nick's Italian Deli.
Waiting on our food to come out.
Which is always, I always am amazed at their bagels because they are fresh made here in-house. Mm-hmm. And I have asked, I have begged, I have pleaded, I have tried to coerce out of Sam their recipe because their bagels are the softest. And I'm talking like days after they've been baked, you know?
Oh yeah. I remember getting those at the station by the dozens. They would bring them in for everybody, and there would always be leftovers, and they would last 3 or 4 days. They would still be delicious
and fresh and soft and
The best.
So, and then of course the aroma when you go in and you can smell those
Yeah.
bagels baking is just.
And if you haven't been by here in a while, they've got the whole new Italian market thing going
Yeah.
on, which is awesome. And did you see, have you been following their social media page that they're now making their own pastas?
really,
Yep, they have they went and bought
Wow.
a full machine. It's all hand done, mixed, and then run through the machine to make the different noodles.
Yeah, yeah.
But it looks great. I'm going home with some today.
Oh, wow.
And it's like fresh pasta, so it's not dry. They don't dry it. So I actually spoke to him on the phone this morning, letting him know that we were going to be out here today, and he said 3 minutes is all it takes. So you drop it in the boiling water for 3 minutes. He said no more than 3 minutes, and then
Really?
it's done. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm getting some spaghetti, I think. I mean, I'm going to get something. I don't know what all different versions they have, but apparently I know they have raviolis.
Yeah.
They have raviolis. I'm hoping they have spaghetti, and then they have all like the other noodles, for sure.
The eenies.
So, yeah, the eenies, all the other eenies,
the various-
your fettuccinis, your rotinis, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm getting something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm getting something.
Well, since we are here at Uncle Nick's, I just thought we'd kind of move into the food news here
Sure, why
right
not?
out. And someone polled 13,000 Americans
Uh-huh.
to find out the best smells in the world.
Okay, the best smells. All
Right. And number one is fresh baked bread.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gotta
Oh,
gotta say I love that.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love some fresh baked bread?
So what would you consider is some of your favorite smells?
This is going to be weird. I think I might have even told you this before, but it's the smell of a brand new rubber mallet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like almost like a burnt tire smell.
Yes, yeah.
But if you go to Lowe's, if you ever find yourself in Lowe's and I'm not saying you have to make a destination, but you can. But if you find yourself at Lowe's and you just happen to walk down the aisle where the brand new rubber mallets are, pick one up and take a little whiff. It just smells good. I don't know what it is. It just smells good.
I've always
Smells
liked
manly.
I've always liked the smell of gasoline, and that came in at number 52.
Oh, wow. Gasoline?
Gasoline,
I think
yeah.
gasoline does smell good unless it's on you and it won't go away.
That's
You know
very
what I mean?
true. Yeah. Some of the other items on this list of the best smells in the world. Number 2 is after it rains.
Okay, yes.
Number 3 is mountain air.
After it rains in cold mountain air, I would kind of almost equate to the same. Is that me?
Yeah, he's calling.
Oh, hey, I'm over here. Yep, that's it. Thank you, sir. Philly with coleslaw,
There
baby.
you go.
Oh,
Well, that
yeah.
sounds-
the
that
ant
sounds
Philly is
dangerous.
what they call it.
Let's see here. We also have cookies in the oven, sea breeze, cinnamon rolls number 6, chocolate chip cookies number 7, vanilla 8, clothes out of the dryer 9, and a real Christmas tree number 10.
Yeah, no. I'm going to go with no on the real Christmas tree.
You just don't like the mess that comes with the real Christmas tree.
Also, clothes out of the dryer, I've never been a fan of. It's like,
Yeah,
It
it smells
um,
artificial to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's that linen smell that they put in a can and spray into the air.
Yeah.
I'm over it, I guess. But I wanted to go back to the rain. It has to be a light rain, like on a warm day where it's a light rain, kind of cools everything off, and then goes away.
Yes.
That smells great.
Yes.
After a giant, chaotic thunderstorm and there's branches and cars flipped over, it doesn't smell good after
I
that.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing about that is good.
Yes, sir. I am Batman on my order.
Oh, nice. Did he call you Batman
Yeah, he
just
did.
now?
Yeah,
oh
he
my
did.
god.
'Cause he knows better.
I hope the microphone's got that. Oh my goodness.
Let's see here. What else in the food news? Dolly Parton says that she's just like one of us,
Yeah,
and
right.
she admits that she eats every day potatoes.
Oh really?
Some sort of potato product, be it chips, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, French fries, something to do with potatoes. But she says that she has it every single day.
Wow.
So if you want to be like Dolly,
Yeah. $20,000 and potatoes.
yeah, exactly.
A really good surgeon and potatoes. I actually had potatoes this morning with breakfast.
Oh, well, how about
we
that?
we have discovered, you know how you get hash browns frozen, and then you try to make them, and they're never like what you get at
Yes.
a cafe.
Right.
Well, we discovered this brand, and I can't remember what brand it is, but they literally described as easy or quick, crisp hash browns. They're perfect.
Oh, really?
Every time.
Wow.
Every time. I'll have to look at what they are. But yeah,
Are they the cakes or are they the loose?
we got all of them. Oh, really? We got the cakes, we got the loose, we got the little hash browns like they serve at Hardee's, you know?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Got all of those. We had the hash browns this morning, and they come out perfect every time. I love them.
And finally, in the food news, Goldfish will now have a new limited edition flavor this month called Awesome Sauce. It's supposed to be similar to burger dressing.
Okay.
They claim it will be sweet, smoky, and tangy with impossible-to-resist deliciousness.
Awesome sauce.
They're also going to have in stores sometime this summer a spicy dill pickle goldfish.
We've had the spicy dill pickle. What is it? Aunt Vic's chips.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had those?
No, I'm not.
Kettle
No.
cooked chips
No.
that they have. The spicy dill pickle are.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love the jalapeno ones. Mm-hmm. I've never been a fan of vinegar on my potato chips.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I love
Yeah.
vinegar. Like a French fry dipped in vinegar is good.
Yes.
I love that. Like a
Yes.
fish and chips.
Absolutely.
But not actual potato chips.
Well, they claim the marketing director, and you can't trust marketing directors, by the way.
Absolutely not.
The marketing director for the company says that if you eat the spicy dill pickle goldfish along with the awesome sauce goldfish, it will taste exactly like you're eating a chicken sandwich.
That's not true.
I don't think so either.
I mean, come on. There's no way that's true. I think we all know that's hooey.
Well, yeah, I completely agree with you, sir.
Oh, man. I have one little bit of food news.
Oh,
In my own personal life, I made for the first time ever egg drop soup the other day.
really?
Yes. So much easier than I ever thought it would be, and it came out so good. And you can flavor it a little bit more, or, whenever you go to a Chinese food restaurant,
Yeah.
they're all the same.
Sure.
Almost everywhere you go,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same. But now you can add your own a little extra of sesame oil, a little extra white pepper. Dude, so easy.
Yeah.
It's basically just warming up chicken broth, a little cornstarch slurry, and then you scramble 3 eggs, and once it comes to a boil, you turn the heat off, and then just pour that in there and let it sit. And then you stir in some sesame oil and white pepper to taste. And,
Wow.
dude, if you're a fan of egg drop soup, it took me all of about 10 minutes to make, and it was fantastic.
Speaking of trying new things for the first time, I did for the first time yesterday a shrimp boil.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like at home?
Yeah.
Nice.
On the stove.
Okay.
And I
Did
used...
you get the little boil and bag seasoning?
No.
No?
I got Old Bay.
Oh, okay. And just did like a couple of tablespoons of that?
4 tablespoons to be exact. And 24 ounces of beer.
Nice.
And 6 cups of water.
Wow.
And then I put a onion in there and let that come to a boil. Then I put my potatoes in there, let them go for 15. Then I put my corn in, let that go for 5. Put my shrimp in. When the shrimp were done, pulled it all out.
Nice.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I was really happy.
I love doing those, man. When my
quick,
uncle comes
easy.
to town, we do it almost every time.
Oh my gosh! So that was really
That's
really
awesome.
good. I love that.
Did you have people over, or did you just sit at home and do it?
I did it myself.
Wow.
Because
Look at you.
I wanted to do it for me.
Right. Yeah.
Test it on me.
Test it out on yourself.
Make sure I knew what I was
Be
doing.
your own guinea pig.
Right. Yeah.
You
Exactly.
want to murder anybody with your undercooked shrimp or something.
Yeah. I've only got 2 bathrooms. I wanted to make sure that I didn't blow them up. So yeah, exactly right.
That's awesome.
Why don't we just pause and eat?
Okay. Pausing. Hey, we're recording again.
How about that?
Look at that. It's like it almost never happened. That was delicious, by the way.
Super tasty.
I got the Aunt Philly, and I added mayo because I am a mayo on my Philly person, and it was delicious. What did you get?
Huckabuck. It's basically a Reuben sandwich.
Oh, yeah. I saw. Actually, now that you say that, I remember seeing that last bite and going, "Oh, that's corned beef."
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We made our own Reuben sandwiches recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went to Aldi and got like a little $12 corned beef and did that in the roaster, or the oven roaster, until it was tender.
Yeah.
And then we sliced that bad boy up and melted it on some rye bread, and
Yes.
dude, so good.
Super tasty.
It really is. I used to not be a fan of corned beef, and I have recently, just in the last year or two, I think since the last St. Patty's Day is whenever I went, you know what, this actually is really good.
Yeah.
And now I'm into it.
Corned beef, pastrami, they're all.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, see, I used to not like pastrami either, and now I do.
I think corned beef and pastrami are virtually the same thing, aren't they?
I don't think so, because pastrami comes in like a sausage roll, and corned beef is literally like a brisket.
It's a brisket.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a corned brisket. Oh, boy, here comes Google.
Are pastrami... See, it even pops up. Are they the same thing?
Oh, wow.
No, pastrami and corned beef are not the same thing. While they're both made from cured beef, primarily brisket, they differ in the preparation and the flavor profiles. Corned beef is typically brined and boiled or steamed, while pastrami is brined then smoked.
Oh, okay.
So-
I did not realize that it was smoked.
Yeah.
I do know that you're basically boiling a corned beef.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you put it in a roast pot with a bunch of broth and everything else, and it sits there and boils for 2 hours, 3 hours.
But it's the same cut.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it the same cut?
Yeah, they just said it. Both are made from cured beef, primarily the brisket,
Yeah.
but the preparation is what separates them.
Then how come pastrami always comes in perfect circles like it was cut off of a sausage?
Are you sure you're not thinking of salami? Because salami is round.
Yeah.
Salami is of the pepperoni family.
Yeah, but pastrami, same thing, I thought.
Yeah.
It was like salami and pastrami were basically, they look the same. One is usually a little darker red than the other. That's what I always thought anyway. I could be going crazy. Maybe I am thinking of salami.
I'm trying to bring up images here real quick. Yeah, they're the same. They're sliced and stacked high and looking rather tasty.
Pastrami is?
Both, yeah,
Oh,
pastrami and corned beef. They're,
Okay.
oh. So
Interesting.
there you go.
All right.
See, part of the food news
This
is
is
we
why we're-
broadcast from Uncle Nick's
We're
Italian
here at
Deli.
Uncle Nick's Italian Deli, and all we have on our mind is food,
Yeah,
obviously.
I wonder why.
There's a whole world of other topics to discuss.
For example, millennials, Gen Xers, and boomers online got together and got a little nostalgic. And these are the sounds from their childhood that younger generations will never hear.
Okay.
For example, a floppy disk being read.
Oh, yeah. That
Yep.
Yeah.
The click of those metal seat belts.
Metal seatbelts.
Yeah, like you have in airplanes. They
Oh,
used to be in cars.
Oh, did they really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
Yeah. A cassette rewinding faster and faster until it finally thumps.
Yes, that's when you know it's done. You're like, oh,
Yep.
done
Done.
rewinding. Please be kind. Rewind.
The squeaking sound of the ATM chat door.
The what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read it all. The squeaky sound of the AIM chat door opening when a friend logs in.
Yes, the America. What is it?
American Online, yeah.
Yeah, but AIM is something else. AOL.
AOL.
AOL is America Online, but I
Yes.
do know what AIM is. I just can't think of what it is right now.
Well-
Anyway, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
A host asking smoking or non-smoking.
Yeah. That's a good one. Smoking or non-smoking? Oh, we'll take non-smoking tonight. Can you please sit us far enough away that we don't smell
Yeah,
the cigarettes?
yes.
Yeah, because they used to have literally, there was no wall. It wasn't like it was in another room.
Yep.
It's just those tables over there are non, and those
Yep.
tables over there are, and you just still filled the room.
Exactly, yeah. The phone recording. If you would like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Oh yeah, you still get that, don't you?
Oh, they
Every
said,
once in a while.
the ka-chunk of a metal credit card machine.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know,
little
the-
slide
The
thing.
sliders, yeah. Chunk, chunk. Mm-hmm. The squeak of a cracking window on cars.
The squeak of a cracking window.
Yeah, I think what they mean, I think it's a typo. I think they mean the crank windows.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, thank you.
Aw, thank you. What's your name? Ashton?
Thank you very much, Ashton. Ashton
Associate-
just brought us some water.
Associate producer Ashton. The staticky sound from those gray computer speakers when a call is coming in. I don't remember that.
I don't know that one. Yeah.
The clapping of chalkboard erasers.
Oh yeah. Trying to get all the dust out. Yeah.
Another one that was on here is Casey Kasem on the radio.
Yeah. That I grew up listening to that.
Sure.
I remember that as a kid. When I got older, I think Ryan Seacrest had already taken over.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like when I was a kid, though. I could hear him say, "This is what is it?
Long distance dedication."
Yeah. Hilarious. Long distance.
My
Eric-
boyfriend's
Eric
in
from
my boyfriend's in prison.
Ashton from Uncle Nick's Italian Deli writes,
Yes.
those guys outside are super cute.
Yeah.
I sure wish that I could know them better. Can you please play? You know, there was always
Right,
something
yeah.
ridiculous.
Love hurts.
Yeah, love hurts. Yeah.
Ashton, this is your long distance dedication. The sound of a quarter dropping into a coin return, like of a payphone or vending machine.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dot matrix printers.
Oh, yeah. That was another. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Had those in elementary school.
The intercom at Kmart saying, "Attention Kmart shoppers."
Oh, yeah. They don't do that at all anymore.
No, there's no Kmarts anymore.
Well, no, but they would. I mean, I remember it not just being specific to Kmart. They would do it at Walmart. Walmart now just has Walmart radio. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
They have a sounds like a radio show going on, and they talk about the specials that are going on as if it were some exciting news story that just broke.
Yeah.
And then they'll play music or whatever. But
Sonic does that as well.
oh, do they?
Yeah, and they will take what they claim to be phone calls.
Uh-huh.
Hey, let's take a call from store number 1694 in Lakeland, Florida. Hi, this is Ashton, and could you play? And then it's whatever.
How do you get that gig? What an easy gig that would be.
I auditioned for one.
Oh, did you really?
Way back in the day, I auditioned for one. There was a store in the Midwest called Venture, which was like a Target.
Okay.
And their headquarters was in St. Louis. And they sent out an open audition to local radio stations, so I auditioned for it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Obviously. But yeah, you know that's just recorded in some studio, God knows where. It's not like there's a full podcast production back in the break room at Walmart.
No.
Yeah. It's just on loop, and they probably update it every once in a while.
Yeah, you're right. They probably just do they know how long the average person is in a Walmart.
Right, yeah.
So their bed is probably just 10 minutes longer than the average shopper stays.
Yeah.
And they just loop that bad boy for 18 days in a row. Amazon. It's been 12 years since Amazon first announced their plan to use drones to deliver their stuff.
Are they doing it finally?
I guess, yes. In select cities, they're still doing it.
Okay.
Well, now Amazon is thinking of taking it farther, and they're working on technology to have your packages delivered by humanoid robots.
No.
The humanoids will be driven around in electric vans and would jump out and walk over and drop packages off at your doorstep.
So I could see. Have you noticed that the Amazon vans? Jess and I laugh every time we see it. They're electric vans that they use for delivery, and it says on the side of it, "I'm electric, boogie woogie woogie." Yeah. We love that. I could see there being a humanoid driver behind the wheel, and then a human person jumps out and delivers your package. But it would be weird to see your Ring doorbell camera go off and there's a robot on your front door.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like every time that the Ring doorbell cam goes off and we were expecting something, we go, oh, it's the Amazon guy or girl or whatever. But to see, RoboCop standing there with a box would be kind of, I don't know, it would be a little upsetting, a little unsettling. Yeah.
Evidently, they're already testing it.
Really?
Yeah. They're testing it in an indoor environment in San Francisco.
I was watching, I kind of went down a rabbit hole on these humanoid robots because I guess they had how we have the C4 or whatever it is out there in Vegas every year for electronics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have something similar in Japan. And, of course, Japan is kind of like a big leader in all of this robotic stuff. And so they had several different versions. I think people would be more okay, or at least I know I would be more okay with a robot if it wasn't human-like. I think that's the weird part of it.
I'll get you, yeah.
Like you see those trash cans over there that say thank you on them?
Yeah.
If it looked like that and maybe had a screen and it could roll up to you and then a little arm comes out and gives you your soda, that's totally fine.
Right.
Fine with that. But if a robot comes clunking along, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, how are you today? Here's your soda. And
Hello.
and then they have a weird plastic face over it with realistic-looking eyes. Now I'm going, okay, what? No, get away from me.
Yes, I agree.
There's something in the human brain that says that's not right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's something that we're like we're supposed to see faces and things. Like our brains are kind of wired to recognize faces. And so whenever you see something that's not supposed to be a face but is, I think that, like that anyway,
It adds a creep value
it adds
to
a creep
yeah.
value to it, exactly. Whereas, the ones that are kind of cute and fun and they're just little round, they look like a fire hydrant rolling around on wheels, I'm totally fine with those. It's the walking, talking ones that are like, these guys are out to kill us. They're going to kill us.
You're right. You're trying to read, what are they thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you judging my house right now?
I don't want the humanoid robot. I'm not okay with that one.
Yeah. Okay. I could see the little R2D2s.
Yeah, the little
coming up.
R2D2s
Yeah, we
would
can
be
accept
totally
that.
fine. Yeah,
I get you.
More
Yeah,
acceptable than a humanoid. Yeah.
the more I think about it, the more I agree with you. That,
Yeah.
that you have somebody that looks like, well, Ashton.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
come rolling up to the house. It's a little.
And they don't walk like us. None
Right.
of them do.
Yes.
Like everybody has their own stride, but we all walk similarly.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it's a human person. These things have to balance themselves, and they have these counterweights that are going inside of them. So it's very robotic, or it's a little bit too bouncy, or whatever. And it just automatically you're going, that's not what humans are supposed to look like. You know what I mean?
This is weird.
It's
I'm feeling
unsettling.
odd.
Yeah.
I'm feeling odd. We are to our new segment. Are you prepared for our new segment?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The What You Watching?
Oh no, I completely forgot we were going to do
Okay,
that.
all
And I
right.
didn't have time to review the email. I apologize.
That's all right. Well,
But I will. I am watching several things. So you
Okay,
go first, and
okay.
I'll remember something that I'm watching.
Okay, I have two that I highly recommend and one that I don't.
Okay.
The first one, we briefly discussed it last week. It's on Amazon. It's called Clarkson Farm.
Okay.
It's a 5-season reality comedy documentary. It follows BBC presenter and star of Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson, as he begins to manage his 1,000-acre farm in northern England.
Yeah. You told me about this, I think, on the last episode. Yeah.
It has 73,000 ratings on IMDb and still has a 9.0 out of 10 stars.
So it's really good then.
It is really quite good. It's
Wow.
it's very funny. The cast of characters that he has, or people that of the town that he
Yeah.
has brought in, are very engaging. It's edited very well. It's shot beautifully.
Nice.
And I've done a little bit of research on this, and he gets in trouble with the town
Uh-huh.
because it's a small little town. I mean, smaller than we're talking like I don't know, smaller than Bartow, for
Okay,
example.
yeah.
And it was just this sleepy little farm town, and then all of a sudden he comes in. And then he builds a shop, and then he builds a restaurant, and he's building all this stuff, and it's becoming very touristy, and the locals ain't happy.
They're not very happy about
Not
that. I
happy
could
at
see
all.
that. I could totally
So-
see that.
But you follow him making all these mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's not afraid of showing his mistakes and showing his goof ups.
Sure.
And that's what really makes it very.
So when you say he opens shops and stuff like that, is he doing that on his property, or is he doing it in town?
He does it on his property.
Oh, okay, all
but
right.
he
So his property is becoming a tourist destination.
Yes.
which is causing too many people to come through town.
A lot of
which is
traffic, yeah.
ticking off the town folk.
right.
I gotcha.
For
Boy,
example,
people really are not okay with change and progress.
well,
They'll sit there and bitch that they didn't have anybody at breakfast this morning and their sales were under $500, and then this guy comes in and starts bringing people into town.
Right.
And they're like, that's too much.
too many people. Well, for example, it's called Diddley Squat Farm. Is the name of the farm.
I like that.
And
is he farming diddly squat?
pretty much.
Yeah.
So his first season, he could tell that he wasn't going to be making that much money. It was torrential rains and whatever. So he was out on part of his property. He looked over and he saw a gate, and he thought, I'll build a shop.
Okay.
I'll build a little store, like a farm stand,
Uh-huh.
and I will sell my goods.
Okay.
So he hires a contractor to come out and start building it. And he starts building all of this without getting the permits, without finding out if he could use the gate for traffic. I mean, he
wow.
just said, it's a rich man that goes, yeah, okay, I'll build it. And
Yeah.
then goes through all the steps.
Oh, I gotcha.
And, of course, then he starts getting flacked from the city council because he didn't have the right-of-way for the gate. He didn't have the right-of-way for the street. He didn't have this, that, and the other. So he finally gets all of that cleared up, and he puts a hard date to open. Well, come to find out, he didn't have enough product. The only thing he had was potatoes. So he's selling these bags and bags of potatoes. The parking lot was not paved. It rained the day that I opened.
Oh, no.
So they had to get his tractor out to get people unstuck. I mean, it's just this comedy of errors that goes on. And it sounds like something you and I would do.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
We
yeah.
wouldn't know, oh, I need to get this cleared from people. So it's very, very engaging, very funny.
Nice.
I highly recommend that you put the closed captioning on because it is in North England and the accents are really thick.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Another one that I watched recently that I highly suggest is on Netflix. It's called Nonas or Nanas.
Yes.
Vince Vaughn.
Now, that's a movie, isn't it?
It is a movie,
Yes.
yeah. After losing his mother, a man, Vince Vaughn, risks everything to honor her by opening an Italian restaurant with actual grandmothers as chefs. This is a true story,
Yes.
by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It
familiar.
stars Talia Shire. You probably remember her as Adrian from the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
Brenda Vaccaro, Susan Sarandon, Lorraine Bracco. They're all in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Lorraine Bracco is in it.
It only gets 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb, but I found it very, very sweet and charming, and I thought Vince Vaughn did an amazing job with it.
I only watched the first 15 minutes of it, and that wasn't because I didn't like it. It was because it was late at night, and I was ready for bed, but Jess, she likes to watch TV.
Yeah.
So we found that movie to watch together, and I fell asleep because I was tired.
Yeah,
But
sure.
but she said that it was 100% fantastic. I had forgotten about it until you just mentioned it just now, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, she said she loved it. She thought it was great. She's got an Italian grandmother,
Yeah.
so she knows.
She
She could relate. So
And what I'm finding interesting is I am liking these comic actors like Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn when they don't do comedy movies.
Right.
When they're kind of the everyday guy, I think they're really good.
that's the thing. Like, okay, so if you think about that, that's true throughout all of film and comedy history. I mean, look at Robin Williams. Some of his best roles that he ever did were dramas. I'm thinking of
Dead Poets,
Dead Poets
and
Society,
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Both of those are great examples of him not playing a comedian.
Right,
And it's amazing. And there's so many other examples of that. So I totally agree. Whenever you see, when it's done right, even Adam Sandler had that movie Click, where it was a little bit comical, or even Spanglish.
Yeah.
And then what was the one that he just did? The Jim one, Uncut Gems.
Okay, yes.
Another one that was fantastic, and he was not being Adam Sandler; he was acting.
Right.
And they're really good at it.
I always thought Grown Ups from Adam Sandler was a good movie.
Well, that's more of a comedy. I mean,
It is
they're
a comedy,
yeah.
but he's playing an everyday Joe, and he
Yeah.
lets everybody around him have the spotlight of the comedy. I mean, he
Sure.
does deliver some good comedic lines. But
Right.
It's like he's the setup man, and that's what these Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Very charming, very engaging. I feel for him when he's doing this movie.
I love it.
The final one that I have here that I do not recommend is called Special Correspondence. It's on Netflix.
Never heard of it.
Radio journalist Eric Bana and his technician Ricky Gervais get in over their heads when they hatch a scheme to fake their own kidnapping during a rebel uprising in South America. Instead of going to South America, they hide out in a New York apartment instead.
Well, that sounds stupid anyway.
It gets 5.9 out of 10
Yeah.
on IMDb. Of course, being in radio, I saw all the glaring errors that were a part of it.
Right, yeah.
First of all, a radio station, I don't care where you're at, will not send you to to South America to report on a uprising.
Right, yeah.
No way they would do that. But it's kind of a cute premise, but it really loses itself along the way.
Is it based on any kind of true story
No.
at all? Because it totally makes me wish that we had done something like that. Like, hey, there's riots in L.A. Golly, guys, we got to tell you, we're going to be leaving tomorrow morning. But don't worry, the show will go on. We're going to be broadcasting from the corner of Hollywood Drive.
We'll be at Hollywood
yeah,
Vine.
Yeah, and then we just basically set this thing up outside the radio station or somewhere like in a closet, so it sounds, or put on some rioting music in the background.
Yeah.
We're here now, and then we just go into the food news.
Yeah. Sirens going off. Some random gunfire.
For the food news today, we actually brought some hot dogs. We're going to roast them over this open car fire.
I love that idea.
I wished we would have done that, man.
Drop the ball.
Oh, man.
And the final thing I want to say, and I'm excited about it, though I'm not expecting much.
Yeah.
The third and final Downton Abbey movie
Is it out?
will be released September 12th.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So you're excited. Kinda.
I thought the movies really lagged as compared to the series.
Yeah, they usually do.
The first one was far-fetched in premise. If you remember, the King and Queen of England were coming to Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
And the cast or the servants decided to rebel against the royal servants.
Yeah.
It was stupid. Then the second one, Grandmama passes away, Maggie Smith.
Right.
And then from what I've heard,
She comes back from the dead. And
no, they sell the house.
Oh, they sell the Abbey.
Yeah, they sell the Abbey in the final one.
Wow.
I don't know whether that's true or not. It's just
Right.
speculation that I've heard online. But they do pay homage, of course, to Maggie Smith, who not only character passed away, but then she passed away just recently.
Oh, wow.
So-
yeah, that's right. She did, didn't
Yeah.
she? Yep.
Yeah. So they do pay homage to her in this movie. But yeah, it's coming out September 12th.
All right.
So
Well, let me know how that is. I think I lost interest after the series. I don't think I ever saw any of the movies.
yeah.
I thought the series was good, though. I was surprised at how much I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so I've got a couple for you.
Okay.
Two that I highly recommend, and one that I'm in the middle of that I will let you know.
Okay.
One that I highly recommend for you, and I think you would absolutely love it, is called Long Way Home.
Oh,
now
yeah?
it's on Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
So you'll have to do maybe a free trial
Get
or
that
something.
free trial
Yep.
going.
But it stars Ewan. It's a reality show. It's Ewan McGregor and his best friend from childhood. His name is Charlie, and I cannot remember his last name. But you know who Ewan McGregor is.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Obi-Wan in the
Right.
episodes 1, 2, and 3. He is a traveling guy. He's always done it, and he loves motorcycles and the countryside. So now this is like a franchise. This Long Way, they call it the Long Way. It's always the long way home, the long way up, the long way down, the long way round. And every one of them is, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but apparently it's a thing. They do, people that are in the motorcycle community will get together and they'll go on long treks across the country. And they'll just go, and they take all the long way home, the long way
Yeah.
around. Let's take the long way home.
Right.
They don't go down the interstate.
Yeah.
They're taking country
All
roads.
the back roads, yeah.
All the back roads. So this particular one is the most recent, and it's available now on Apple TV. And they start in his hometown, Ewan McGregor's hometown in Scotland, and then they come down through, I guess, England or whatever, and then get on a ferry and then over to Europe.
France.
I don't think they go through France. I think they go through Italy maybe, but then up through Sweden and then into
Okay.
Norway.
Okay.
So they're going north. They're going the
Okay.
long way.
Okay.
And they go way north, and then they have to get on a ferry every once in a while because when you get up in that Norwegian area, it's a lot of islands and stuff. So then they ferry over, and all this time they're on these old motorcycles. Ewan McGregor's a big fan of and they're camping along the way. They're hitting all the little Uncle Nick's Italian Deli type places
Sure.
for coffee. They run into they just happened on this shooting festival that was going on in Germany when they were there.
Oh, wow.
And all of the Germans were drunk and shooting. It was a shooting range attached to a bar. And it was totally normal for them.
I
And
love it.
It was some shooting club, and they were having a festival, and they were like, "Hi, come on! Oh, it's Ewan McGregor! Come on, come on over." They got to do some target practice. I mean, it was just crazy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But everywhere they go is absolutely beautiful, and the scenery and the shots. That you, of course, have a drone that follows them as
Yeah.
they're going. They've got a full camera crew. They'll sometimes camp. Sometimes they stay in an old, in one area in Scandinavia, they stayed in this old castle that had been turned into a hotel. It was unbelievable. Like everywhere that they went on this trip, I want to go there.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
I want to
bet.
say there's like 8 episodes, and in each episode something happens. A bike breaks down, or there's a wreck that they have to deal with, or whatever. A road's closed when they're trying to go over one of the mountains one time. So there's always these things that they have to deal with, but it's like a 3.5 week, 4 week trip that they go
Wow.
on. And they
Got to
went-
have the time and money to be able to do that.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm like, I want to do all of this, but I don't have a month to spare or $1 million to spend on it.
Right.
Step
Step one, buy a bike.
Yeah, I highly recommend checking out A Long Way. It's called A Long Way Home. Oh, what the heck did I call it? I think it's the Long Way Home. This one, but they're all on there. So if you get Apple TV free trial and give it a try,
Okay.
it'll be immediately. This is one of the ones they want you to watch. It's like the featured.
Oh.
It's like a featured thing, and then you can do some deep diving and find all the other ones. There's a bunch of them. There's like at least 3 or 4 seasons, I want to say. And it's all Ewan and his best friend from childhood doing this together. And they're so freaking hilarious. They're Scottish, / British humor.
Yeah.
Holy crap. They're hilarious together. They're just ripping on each other all the time in a very snarky English way, The other one is Your Friends and Neighbors, and it stars John Hamm and a bunch of other people that I can't name, but you would recognize their faces.
Okay.
I know Olivia Munn maybe is one of the stars, but he is a rich money guy, and this is also on Apple TV, by the way. He is a rich money guy, and he is financier. Works in the stock market, like a broker type.
Okay.
You know what I mean? High end $1 million New York stockbroker type dude.
Gotcha.
And he loses his job. And then he loses his wife and kids, and now he's at the bottom. But he's in this giant, it's like Winchester, Westchester, whatever, gated community neighborhood with all these mansions, and all the rich people all know each other. So he can't keep up his appearances. So what does he do? He resorts to thieving.
Oh, of course.
And he resorts to thieving from the people that he knows. So, like, if he knows that there's a big ball going on at the clubhouse for the Westchester area, he knows that you and that guy are all going to be at the ball. That means your house is empty. That's when he goes in and takes your $150,000 watch. You know what I mean? Yep. And then he has to find a way to fence it. And there's a whole bunch of drama that goes around it. It's funny. It's meant to be a comedy. It's not a big drama or anything. It's like a dramedy, really, because there is the family aspect. He's trying to get his family back. He's trying to upkeep the life that he's always had, whatever. And he learns some lessons along the way. And I do not know what the rating on that is, but I will say personally, I give it like at least 8.5, 9 out of 10.
Wow.
It's really good. And John Hamm is such a good actor. He's just so great. Stern, but also lovable. You know what I mean? Like, he seems like he would be a really good dad.
I want him to be my dad.
Yeah, right.
And to quote you, when you're talking about ladies, he's not bad to look at. He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah. He's one of those good-looking guys who's apparently hung like a Clydesdale.
Did you say it's called Friends and Neighbors?
Yeah, Your Friends and Neighbors.
Your Friends and Neighbors. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it right here. Cool. Yeah.
What does it say on IMDb?
7.8 out of 10.
Yeah, okay. I give it an
9
8.5.
episodes. Yeah.
I give it an 8.5. The other one, The Long Way Home, though, did you look that one up
I
by
did,
chance? And
yeah.
what did it have?
It was 8 something.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And you would love it because you love the scenery in Europe and all that. You would probably get just as much out of that as I do, which is just, I want to be there. I want to write it down and say, okay, I'm going to Europe and I'm making this a place that I'm going. You know what I mean?
I do.
It's so cool.
I get it.
And the last one that I will give you is it's a movie. It's on Prime Video, and it is The Accountant 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I got halfway through it last night, and it was midnight, and I was like, I've got to go to bed. But it was really, really good.
Oh, wow.
I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was compared to what I thought it would be, because usually whenever you have a really successful movie with Ben Affleck, like The Accountant, and then they go, hey, we're going to do a second one, you're going, okay, great. You're going to ruin it, is what you're going to do. And they didn't ruin it so far. I haven't seen the ending. But I will say I'm giving it a cautious yet optimistic thumbs up for now. The Accountant 2.
Interesting.
Do you have it in there?
Accountant 2, Ben Affleck and John Bernthal.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And let's see what they're doing here. 6.9 out of 10 on the old IMDb.
Well, like I said, I'm giving it a cautious but optimistic thumbs up for now. Yeah.
It still has a chance to go.
It still has a chance,
into the crapper.
Well, it has a chance to go up as well.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
But that's what I'm watching right now.
Let's see here. Popping over to the nerd news, I think we've all heard that Elon and Donald are spatting.
Yes, of course.
And
like children.
Yeah.
Like the children that they are.
And their big breakup that they have. Trump has threatened to cancel contracts with Elon's companies. Elon threatened to decommission the shuttle SpaceX uses to get astronauts to the space station. So it's billionaires just beefing.
And didn't Elon also come out with some tweets about him and Epstein
Yep.
now?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a bunch of back and forth between billionaire children.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of beef, in beef jerky news, a study found that when smoking meat, we've been smoking meat to extend its shelf life longer than we previously thought.
Oh.
Early humans may have been doing it up to 1 million years ago.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had always heard that used to be a way to extend its shelf life, but I think you have to do it down to a jerky style
Yeah.
thing, right? And it just
Yeah.
becomes jerky at that point,
Right.
and then it lasts forever. But if you just smoke it for a few hours and get that nice brisket sandwich you're thinking of, you probably want to eat that within 4 or 5 days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. New electronic face tattoos might be able to track your mental workload and tell you if you need a break.
Electronic face tattoos?
Yes, sir.
Oh no, that sounds like a ID government
Yeah,
keeping
oh,
track
yeah.
of you all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Smart.
No, it's going to be fine. We're just going to put these nanobots in your skin.
Sure, don't
We're
worry
not
about
going to
it.
use that
That's
for
all right.
anything bad.
That's all right. It'll cure COVID, too. Small dental floss, smart dental floss, rather, can now detect cholesterol and track how stressed you are.
Okay. Smart dental floss.
Smart dental floss.
How interesting. I wonder how on earth that freaking works.
And researchers in Japan have created a video game that will help improve your eyesight.
I need that. I just got vision insurance, by the way.
Oh,
Do you have it now?
No, I don't. No.
It's VSP. Look it up. Just Google
Okay.
vision insurance. And
All right.
VSP is here in Florida because how much I got the top of the line premium.
Yeah.
$16 a month. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Daddy needs to get on that.
Yeah,
then.
I know, because it saves you a ton of money on your initial scan and then glasses and everything
Yeah.
else.
Wow.
Yep. So I got my first eye appointment that I probably had since I was a teenager.
Wow.
Coming up in July. Yeah.
Cool. And finally, physicists in England have created. You remember when you would tell a story and somebody would hold up their thumb and index finger and kind of do that?
Oh,
and say
the little,
it's the world,
tiniest
the
violin,
littlest
yeah.
violin.
Yeah.
They've now actually created the world's smallest violin.
Oh, good God.
It's 13 microns wide. Basically, it's thinner than a human hair.
How did they do that? And why did they do that?
Because they could.
I wish that there was an image. Is there an image attached to this?
No, there is
file?
not.
Let me just see. That thinner thing looks like it might click. No? Nope, it doesn't.
No.
Oh, man. I would
Yeah.
love to see an image of that. It's microscopic, obviously.
Right, yeah.
How did they create that?
I don't know. My question is why?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Why in the hell do we need that? sort of
Isn't
thing?
there something better that you could create?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like cure the common cold. Come on, people. Well, it's time to put the wraps on the big show, and we do that with stories that you may have missed along the way. It's something that we affectionately called In Case You Missed It.
In case you missed it, the oldest song on Spotify's 100 most streamed songs list is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody from 1975.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Vern Troyer, you might remember him as Mini-Me, he was raised Amish.
Wow, for some reason that sounds familiar.
Really? I
Yeah.
would have never guessed. He's dead, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. He died, I want to say, of alcoholism.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay,
something,
maybe
something
he has
like
passed
that.
away.
But yeah, him as an Amish person and all this. Oh boy, he was on a long. What do they call it? The hookus or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah,
You know, whenever they go out.
Yeah.
There's
They
last
break
two-
away for
Yeah.
a year or whatever. In a new survey, 38% of Americans say that they're, quote, bad at mornings, end quote. And the average person gets out of bed later than they had planned 8 times per month.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it happens. It just happens.
A poll of parents found 3.5 is the toughest age for road trips at 3.5 years old.
Oh, really?
The max you could drive with a kid in the car is 7 hours, according to this. 7 hours is it. In those 7 hours, you'll deal with 14 mini tantrums and 22 "Are we there yet?"
Oh, my God.
Yeah. My sister and I had a running thing going with my dad when we would do road trips. We would say, "Are you there yet?" And he would always say, "Damn near."
Yeah.
It didn't matter where we were. We could be pulling out of the driveway, and we go, "Are we there yet?" Damn near. Every time.
And finally, a 59-year-old DoorDash driver in Washington was arrested after he returned to somebody's house. with a loaded gun
Oh, boy.
because they didn't tip him.
Oh, no.
By the way, the DoorDash driver,
Yeah.
I know this is going to shock you. He was drunk.
He was drunk.
I know.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Wow.
All right. Thank you so very much for being a part of today and our live lunch broadcast
From Uncle Nick's.
Uncle Nick's Italian Deli.
We love you,
located here.
Sam and Kidding. Thank you. And the whole staff. You guys are all awesome.
Really appreciate you guys letting us come here and disrupt things. And make sure you stop by and visit Uncle Nick's Italian Deli, located on Old 37.
Yeah, just go right off of Ewell. This is Ewell right here, right? Is this Ewell?
No.
I know this one's Old 37.
Yeah.
What's
is
this one?
Shepherd.
Shepherd. There you go. Old 37 Shepherd. Yeah,
Yep.
just come down here.
Come on down, get yourself some goodies, and have a great time. And take a look at their new market that they have up. Don't forget, you got to get that pasta.
Oh, I'm getting some pasta before we leave and some sausage.
And-
have some sausage.
Now, we do have a live show coming up at the club.
Yes, that is happening on June 21st, which is a week from this Saturday. And we're also recording with Sheriff Grady Judd again tomorrow. So that episode and this episode should be up sometime today, hopefully. And then we'll have Grady up by the following day. So we're going to have a lot of stuff releasing in the next week or two.
Awesome, awesome.
Make sure that you get your tickets for the live show, the Eric and Mike podcast live show. Absolutely free tickets. We do take donations for Eric and Mike Save the World, our 501c3, if you'd like to do that. And we do have some plans in the works for that as well. But the tickets are available for that show at winterhavenlol.com. winterhavenlol.com. Of course, the show is going to be at Laugh Out Lounge, so we hope to see you there. That's happening at 5 o'clock on Saturday, June 21st.
And I have a very special remembrance on that day.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll share it then.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. All right. Check us out. Send us an email, ericandmikepodcast@gmail.com, or check out winterhavenlol.com. Get those tickets. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye. Adios.